Bonsoir, bon voilà une nouvelle vidéo que je vais vous faire pour vous montrer à quel point l'intelligence artificielle dynamique altère mon jeu. Principalement, je voudrais que vous focalisiez sur la sortie de balle de l'intelligence artificielle et la mienne, donc qui suis l'utilisateur. Et ensuite, vous pourrez vous focaliser sur la vitesse de jeu de l'intelligence artificielle par rapport à la mienne. Il est clair que la vitesse de jeu de l'intelligence artificielle est bien plus élevée que celle de l'utilisateur, malgré ce que les sliders nous montrent. Les sliders nous montrent que tous les réglages sont identiques, ceux de l'utilisateur et ceux de l'intelligence artificielle, ce qui n'est nullement le cas lorsque vous jouez. Et vous constaterez que lorsque l'ordinateur, donc l'intelligence artificielle, se sent dominée, elle altère le jeu. Donc dans mon champ, il y a une réduction de vitesse et de la réactivité. Vous ne pouvez pas le percevoir sur une vidéo, mais uniquement si vous jouez. Donc voilà, je vous montre mes réglages. Je joue complètement en manuel, rien n'est géré par l'intelligence artificielle. Ce qui veut dire que normalement je devrais avoir un bon jeu, mais ce n'est pas le cas. L'intelligence artificielle altère vraiment mon jeu. Et ce n'est pas un problème dû à mon matériel parce que dans le début du match, tout se passe normalement bien. Mais après, tout bascule lorsqu'elles se sont dominées. Il y a souvent des tremblements à l'écran. Cela se manifeste par des tremblements à l'écran, des tirs ouverts ratés, bon timing ou pas. La barre, la jauge de timing est verte, mais le tir est raté. Il y a plein de petits trucs que l'intelligence artificielle fait pour absolument gagner le jeu. Il y a aussi un autre problème que j'ai. Vous voyez, je joue à une vitesse de 85. Pourquoi? Parce que, regardez, je vais commencer le match à une vitesse de 50. Vous allez voir le débit de jeu. On aurait dit que ça rame, que c'est lent. Même pas que c'est lent, c'est lent. Alors, je suis obligé d'augmenter la vitesse de jeu pour pouvoir avoir un jeu normal, pour pouvoir sentir que je joue. Donc, je vous laisse maintenant regarder le début du match. Je termine mes réglages défensifs, modérés, empêcher la passe, direction forcée, ligne de fond, écran sur le porteur passé devant, suivre, rester sur joueur, écran ice, pivot, rester sur joueur, passer devant, non, on laisse en moto. Poste 3 quarts haut, pas de prise à 2 au poste, changement grand arrière. Application de tactique 100%, facteur de performance, on revue tout.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough. And then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So the Wizards 5 right now. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Porter in at the small forward. Morris into the lane. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at it.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Skiles. And Doris, what did he have to say?
Yes, he's looking at how they can establish an edge in this one. He's looking for them to lock things down on the interior first and foremost. He said our shot blocking is something that can really help us if we just play smart and avoid fouls. We want them shooting over length, and that's one thing my guys do bring to the table. A sound strategy, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, I think for a team that has the ability to control a game with its defense, that's where I would expect the focus to be.
And that's exactly right. I mean, if they're going to play to their strengths, they should be pouring a lot of effort into their defense. I think coach is coming into this one with the right mindset.
Here's Dedmon, a 17-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Now here's Beal. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Beal can't get it to go. Nice D from Oladipo. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. And I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Orlando moving the ball around. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
In talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic, also his pregame film studies, something his college coach absolutely raved about, and all of that showed up for him big time last season.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Nicholson comes in for Aaron Gordon. Isanya, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Jennings in for Elfrid Payton.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Good!
And you know, back to Oladipo, we always talk about 5-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a 3-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
Here's Morris. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Jennings kicks to Nicholson. Gortat with the block. And here we go. Washington fast break. Wall with the ball.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor. And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be, the 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
Washington leading now by 3. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for Orlando. He doesn't get the second one. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Beal, the pass to Morris. Shoots it. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard, and the shot will go to the line.
Effectuer ce mouvement est d'une très grande difficulté vu que j'ai
First trip to the line for him here.
réduit. Donc, un temps d'exécution réduit. Je ne comprends pas pourquoi. Est-ce que c'est à cause de la vitesse à 50? Je n'ai aucune idée. Mais je sais que l'intelligence artificielle y est pour beaucoup.
Free throw good from Morris.
Parce que mon jeu est essentiellement basé sur la vitesse d'exécution. Si on vous enlève la vitesse dans le basketball, eh bien, vous ne savez pas faire grand-chose. Et l'intelligence artificielle dynamique qui s'adapte donc au jeu de chaque adversaire, c'est adapté au mien, mais en réduisant ma vitesse, ce que je trouve déplorable parce que c'est de la tricherie tout simplement. Elle pourrait être plus forte, marquer des tirs à 3 points, mais ne pas réduire ma vitesse.
Wizards lead by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Markieff Morris is out there with Gortat, and it's Porter at the small forward. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Payton. Here's Oladipo. Got a piece of it. Here is Porter. He had 10 points in the win against Brooklyn. Gortat. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His 3 uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Now here's Wall. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. And that goes for sports and life.
4 on the shot clock. Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. But they get it back. Here's Smith. Here's Gordon, and it's sent back by Morris. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Wall's running. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Magic trail by 6.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses. That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motor and want to compensate for that.
Here's Azania. Here's Gordon, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
And Washington has possession. It's a 3-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Now, here's Porter. After the miss from Vucevic, Wall attacking. And that is good. Wall's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Fournier. Beal dishes to Morris. There's the feed to Beal. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Now Jennings. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And so it's a close game.